Hello, children. Here is a thought for today's session. Your mind is a powerful thing. When you fill it with positive thoughts, your life will start to change. It means once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you will start having positive results. Children, even though schools are closed, you frame your mindset to utilize the daytime effectively with online teaching sessions. As you sit down to study, you may feel uncomfortable for a few minutes. But if you focus your mind and heart on a particular task, you will come in the flow and things will get easier for you. You might have read all instructions posted on our school group as well as on school website. A gentle reminder regarding few of them. Keep your textbook of science open. Prepare 100 pages practical notebook. Cover both textbook and notebook with brown paper and put a label on it. Keep writing material ready. Read the lesson as well as content on slides thoroughly. Keeping this in mind, let's go ahead. In previous slide, we have seen how scientist Robert Harding Whittaker used 5 different criteria for classification of living organisms. Living organisms are classified into two groups on the basis of cell structure, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotic organisms represent primitive and ancient form of life. Pro means primitive and karyon means nucleus. So these organisms do not possess well-defined nucleus. Eukaryotes contain word eu means highly evolved and karyon means nucleus. Eukaryotes are highly evolved organisms with well-defined nucleus bounded by nuclear membrane. They possess different cell organelles. Prokaryotes are unicellular organisms made up of single cell. They come under kingdom Monera. Eukaryotes consist of unicellular as well as multicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms belong to kingdom Protista. Multicellular eukaryotes are classified further into three kingdoms: fungi, plantae, and animalia. Singular is fungus and plural is fungi. In fungi, cell wall is present. Fungi cannot perform the process photosynthesis. Fungus is saprophytic in nature. It obtains nutrition from dead decaying matter. Fourth kingdom is plantae. All plants belong to this kingdom. They have additional covering on plasma membrane called cell wall. Their cell wall is made up of cellulose. They are autotrophs and use chlorophyll for the process of photosynthesis. Fifth kingdom is Animalia. Animalia includes all organisms which are multicellular, eukaryotic, without cell wall. Animals are heterotrophs. They depend on others to obtain their nutrition. We will study each kingdom in detail. Activity mentioned on page number 2 of science textbook is shown in following video. Children, watch the video.
Hello everyone. Today I am going to perform few activities listed on page number 2 of our science textbook. I have taken buttermilk, 1 drop of buttermilk I am putting over the clean glass slide. 1 drop of buttermilk is taken. I am diluting with 1 drop of water and a clean cover slip is taken, and I am putting it over this, taking care that no air bubble should get trapped. I'm pressing it a little. Now this is a temporary amount of buttermilk, and when you observe it under low and high resolution power of microscope, you can see their lactobacilli moving. So this is the method of preparing temporary mount. Pond water is taken and same procedure is followed, and temporary mount of pond water shows organisms belonging to kingdom Protista. Let me show you different examples of fungus. This is yeast. Yeast is a unicellular fungus. It is used in making bread. It is mostly used in bakery products. Fungus can be seen on potatoes. These are spoiled potatoes, and you know all fungus needs moist and damp place to grow. This is a fungus which is obtained from the base of a tree. You can spot them easily during this rainy season. Fungus is saprophytic in nature. They obtain nutrition from dead and decaying matter. And this is example of algae, green algae. It can also be seen everywhere during rainy season. I will explain all the characteristics of different kingdoms through PowerPoint presentation.
Students, I know in our regular school days it was possible to show me slides under microscope, but under present conditions, let me explain through online virtual sessions. When temporary amount of buttermilk is observed under high power of compound microscope, small rod-shaped moving bacteria are seen. These bacteria are named as lactobacilli. Let us study characteristics of kingdom Monera. All the organisms are unicellular, means they have only one cell, and single cell can perform all the activities needed for survival. They may be autotrophic or heterotrophic. Autotrophic means self feeders, that is, they can prepare their own food. Example, blue green algae. Some of the organisms belonging to Monera kingdom are heterotrophic, means their mode of nutrition is such that they depend on others to get their nutrition. These are prokaryotic cells without distinct or well-defined nucleus or cell organelles. All type of bacteria and blue-green algae are included in the kingdom Monera. Different types of diseases are caused due to bacteria. Table shows name of bacteria and disease caused by them. In our textbook, only diagrams of various bacteria are given, but I would like you to note down this table in your copy. Clostridium tetani causes tetanus. Streptococcus pneumoniae causes pneumonia. Treponema pallidum causes syphilis. Vibrio cholerae causes cholera. Salmonella typhi causes typhoid. Clostridium botulinum affects muscles. Legionella pneumoniae causes pneumonia. Kingdom Protista. When temporary amount of pond water is observed under high power of compound microscope, we will find some motile, moving microbes with irregular shape. In just one drop of pond water, we can see large number of protists like amoeba, paramucium. Characteristics of kingdom Protista. They are single-celled organism with well-defined nucleus enclosed in a nuclear membrane. Slide shows diagram of amoeba, paramucium, euglena, volvox and diatoms. Euglena volvox contain chloroplast, so they can produce their own food and hence they are called autotrophs. Amoeba, paramucium and Amoeba paramucium are heterotrophs. They depend on others for obtaining their nutrition. This slide shows diagram of amoeba, paramucium and euglena. They all are unicellular. Amoeba moves by pseudopodia. Paramucium uses hair-like cilia for locomotion. Euglena has whip-like flagellum for locomotion. Locomotion means moving from one place to another. Third kingdom, fungi. You can do an activity mentioned on page number 2 of our science textbook at home. You can take a moist piece of bread or bhakri and keep it in a container with lid closed for 2-3 days. After 2-3 days, you will find cotton thread like tuft growing on the surface of bread. Tuft means bunch or collection of threads. You can see different pictures of types of fungi. Agaricus, yeast, penicillium, aspergillus, fungus on corn, mushrooms on these slides. Let us study characteristics of fungi. These are non-green, eukaryotic, heterotrophic organisms. Most of them are saprotrophs. They feed upon decaying organic matter. Saprotrophs means the organisms which are utilizing nutrition from dead decaying matter. Cell wall of fungi is made up of tough and complex sugar called chitin. Some fungi are thread-like and many nuclei are present in the cytoplasm. This slide shows structure of fungus. Structure of fungus shows stalk-like here you can see stalk-like structure and a cap on the top of it. Individual thread is called hypha. Hypha is singular, hyphae is plural. And collection of hyphae is called mycelium. Sporangium is a bulb-like structure attached to sporangiophore. Sporangium contains spores of fungi which can be dispersed to give rise to new fungus on germination. Hypha contains cytoplasm and many nuclei. Hyphae absorb nutrition from surrounding food source through root-like structure called rhizoids. you can note down the points. Fourth kingdom, Plantae. These are multicellular and eukaryotic. They have additional covering on plasma membrane called cell wall. Their cell wall is made up of cellulose. They are autotrophs and use chlorophyll for photosynthesis. All plants are included in this kingdom. Kingdom 5, Animalia. This includes all organisms which are multicellular eukaryotes without cell wall. They are heterotrophs. Heterotrophs means they depend on other animal to get their nutrition.